In this podcast episode, Cal Newport discusses the paradox of being busy and the pursuit of a remarkable life. He delves into the idea that some of the most remarkable people are often the least busy, which seems contradictory to the common belief that being busy is a sign of success. Newport presents three main ideas to tackle this paradox and offers insights on how to be more remarkable without being overwhelmed by busyness. Newport begins by discussing a study on professional violin players, which revealed that elite players spent almost 3 times more hours on deliberate practice compared to average players. However, the elite players consolidated their work into 2 well-defined periods and slept an hour more per night, indicating that they were significantly more relaxed than the average players. This study provides empirical evidence that hard work, in the form of deliberate practice, is essential for achieving excellence, but it does not require constant busyness. Newport emphasizes that busyness and exhaustion should be the enemy of those striving for a remarkable life. Newport introduces the concept of career capital, which represents rare and valuable skills that individuals can invest in their working lives to gain more control and opportunities. He explains that getting really good at something provides leverage over one's professional life and opens up options to craft a remarkable life. The more rare and valuable skills one has, the more career capital they possess, allowing them to make investments in their professional life to achieve remarkable outcomes. Newport connects the ideas of rare and valuable skills and their role in fueling remarkability to the paradox of being busy. He argues that remarkable lives do not require busyness, as busyness is unrelated and can even hinder the development of rare and valuable skills. He uses propositional logic to demonstrate that remarkable lives do not necessitate busyness, as the core of remarkability lies in rare and valuable skills. Newport warns against the traps of becoming busier as one gets better at something, as it can lead to distractions and increased time-consuming projects. Newport offers strategies to avoid the traps of becoming busier as one becomes better at their craft. He suggests being open about the trade-offs one is making and setting tight time gates for exploring new opportunities. Additionally, he recommends incorporating natural variations in intensity, such as intense periods of work followed by periods of rest, to manage the increased time demands of larger projects. By implementing these strategies, individuals can maintain a balance between achieving excellence and avoiding excessive busyness. Newport explains the role of weekly planning within his multi-plan productivity system. He highlights that weekly planning involves referencing higher-scale strategic plans to identify big projects, rearranging the calendar to make time for these projects, and cleaning up the task system to prioritize important tasks. He emphasizes the importance of protecting time for big objectives and making time for them, as well as the need to innovate different strategies to fit work into a given constraint. Newport clarifies that fixed schedule productivity focuses on work hours and does not dictate what individuals do outside of work. He explains that non-professional tasks, such as errands and reading, can be accommodated within the fixed schedule, but the overall work hours remain non-negotiable. He suggests finding ways to incorporate non-professional tasks within the fixed schedule, such as allocating specific time blocks for different activities. Newport emphasizes the importance of identifying the core engine of productivity in one's work. He shares his own experience as a writer, highlighting that writing is the non-negotiable core of his work. He advises listeners to identify the core activity that drives their productivity and to prioritize it consistently, regardless of other tasks and responsibilities. The concept of slow productivity is introduced as a way to counter the traditional pseudo-productivity mindset, which equates busyness and exhaustion with productivity. Newport encourages listeners to focus on quality and intentionality in their work, rather than simply trying to do more and be constantly busy. He suggests that a gradual shift towards slow productivity can lead to more sustainable and meaningful outcomes in the long run. Newport discusses his latest article for The New Yorker, titled "How to Have a More Productive Year." He reflects on the evolution of productivity advice over the decades and how the challenges of work and productivity have continued to change. He emphasizes the need to reassess and adapt one's approach to productivity in response to the current technological and work environment. Newport encourages listeners to strike a balance between productivity fetishism and the rejection of productivity thinking, and to focus on executing their plans while periodically reassessing and adapting to the changing demands of work. In conclusion, Newport reiterates the importance of identifying the core engine of productivity, embracing the slow productivity approach, and adapting to the evolving challenges of knowledge work. He emphasizes the need to strike a balance between productivity and intentionality, and to avoid getting lost in endless tweaking and upgrading of organizational systems. Newport encourages listeners to prioritize execution and to periodically reassess and adapt their approach to productivity in response to the changing demands of work.